Modi Care will dent the exchequer's revenue severely, it will certainly bring cheer to the insurance industry. SBI livestock boss, that's Arijit Basu, believes that the Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana will be a big game changer in FY18.
Overall, it has been a very good budget. Experts have commented on it. I will not get into it. But for insurance, I think the key factor that stands out is that this is a budget which is oriented towards social security. There have been a lot of measures which have been proposed for the senior citizens, and specifically, a game-changing initiative on health insurance where 5 lakh health cover is proposed for almost half the country's population, 50 crores. Now, while we are not directly impacted as a life insurance company, but what it does is that it offers an understanding of insurance. We also have products where we give sum assured for critical illness cover. We have recently launched one. So that the ecosystem improves for all insurance companies, including life. The other one which is very significant is that the government has had another game-changing initiative on the Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana and Suraksha Bima Yojana. And while they were open in the last 2 years, the first year 15-16 was big. Last 2 years they were open, but the traction was not as much. And the Honorable Finance Minister has said that this year there will again be a big thrust and the banks would again be encouraging the customers to come and take this. And we got very large numbers 2 years back. So if that gets repeated, and we will work to ensure that, it is very good because we are able to take insurance to many more people, give them cover, and at the same time, have an opportunity to sell our regular products also to many of them.
Vishwas, if I could just ask you, Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Yojana, as you're rightly pointing out, when it started in 15-16, clearly, since it was the first year also because of the thrust, the base was huge. Now, do you see that getting to the next level, perhaps in FY19 with the kind of announcement made in this budget?
Yeah, so the minimum we would expect is that whatever numbers we got in 15-16 will get repeated. If we are able to execute properly, it may go up, and it all depends on the kind of activation that we see in the bank. So it will be a combined effort of the government, the banks and the insurance companies.
How much does you have at this point of time, and how do you see that getting enhanced in FY19?
So in terms of numbers, we sold about 65 lakh policies in 2015-16, which was the first year. And around 90% were renewed in FY16-17. And another 90% of that in the next year. So out of that cohort, we still have maybe 45-50 lakh people still with us.